About a year ago, I took in a big, angry Belgian Malinois called Kobe, and he'd already bitten someone. And if you were looking for the textbook definition of an aggressive dog, well, that was him. Now, if you've followed his story, you'll know that he never actually left, and he's since become part of my pack. But here's the thing most people don't realize. You can't actually erase aggression from a dog, but that doesn't mean you're stuck with it. In fact, what you can do is far more powerful. And in this video, I'm going to show you exactly what that looks like. I'm going to do a quick demo on play with one of my dogs that I fostered and ended up keeping him. He's a really good boy, but he's an extremely aggressive dog, like extremely aggressive. He's not aggressive towards dogs and he's not aggressive towards people. But his nature is aggression. And so I have to show him an outlet for that aggression instead of not letting him ever show that side. He's got a very dark side. And I can't do anything about that except for show him where it needs to go. He's amazing around dogs. He's amazing around people. But the reason he was rehomed to me is because he bit someone in the face. And we've had a total of 0 issues with Kobe since he arrived to us. That was through the means of management and training, of course. However, what has been a core component of making sure he's a safe canine civilian is how we play with him. And so I'm going to show you today how, and I'll show you with your dogs as well, but I'm going to show you what is nearer a finished outcome for a dog like Kobe that, again, has the genetic propensity to be really aggro. Just like we might want to send the angry teenager to go and play rugby or maybe do some martial arts or something. That playing with Kobe, that's our version of that. His angry side is like a little drip in his brain that pours into a container. And if that fills up because it's not poured out, we're going to have problems and it'll start pouring out here, there, and everywhere else, right? This doesn't mean playing without control and playing without training is going to get rid of your aggressive dog's problems, but neglecting to do so will not enable you to solve your dog's aggression or reactivity because we're not channeling it correctly, right? You're going to see me make a total idiot of myself. You're going to see me make stupid noises. You're going to see me just be daft with the dog, and I don't mind doing that. But I'm going to show you like what is required to allow a dog like him to truly express themselves. And it's not going to be just fetch, and it's not going to be just tug. All right? Oh, what? Oh, what? Get off. Get off. Ready? Whoa, jeez. Okay, man. Okay. Get off. Out. Speak. Down. Oh, he's a big man. Oh, he's a big man. Oh, oh. Hey. Get out of it. Out. Good boy. So you can see the anger in him, right? He's just an angry, angry boy. The thrashing. Oh, good boy. Out. Get it. Oh, good. Speak. Hey. Lad. Whew. Out. Ah. For all intents and purposes, this dog should be, and probably was, a resource guarder. You can see it. But because we have control through, out. Because we have control through play, good boy. And so I can't get rid of it, but I can control it. And I can say, hey bud, let it all out right now. And of course, the conditions to the game will be different for you guys and your dogs, depending on what you're okay to tolerate and what not. I don't mind him jumping up at me, but I'm more than happy you saying to your dog, please don't jump at me during play. Good lad. Oh yeah. Where are you? Ooh, out. Ah. Out. Hey. Nay. Nay. He broke the rules of the game. Out. Ah, clever. Ah, good boy. Out. Oh, good boy. Ooh. Out. Get it. Oh, clever boy. Get off. Now, get off. Out. Well done. Boy. And so, I hope it's obvious that you can see his dark side, right? I think you can see it in his eyes. Kobe down. But that's the only time it's allowed to come out. And when I say all done, you have to turn into a Labrador. Not allowed to be a Malinois anymore. But I have to play fair with him in that sometimes he's allowed to show me that side of him. Because if I just suppress it and bottle it up and bottle it up and bottle him up and expect him to be a Labrador 100% of the time, what's going to happen is his dark side is going to spill out. And because it's going to spill out, I can't dictate when it's going to spill out. And so for me, it's super important that I control those spillages and I pour it out. Obviously, what you're seeing now is just one component of how to treat severe reactivity or aggression or whatever. But I've just put together a free training for you guys on YouTube that'll show you all the mistakes you're probably making that you need to stop immediately. It's probably making your dog's reactivity worse. Take this down now. I'll show you the 3 biggest or like core exercises we implement with each and every reactive dog we work with, and how we're able to get these long-lasting results. And I'll also tell you what you need to look out for in a good trainer or maybe a not so good trainer, and also essentially the step-by-step process you need to put in place if you want long-term results with your dog and not just like quick fixes that maybe last a couple of weeks or a couple of months. Maybe you guys have experienced that, where, you know, results that we see like habituated long-term behavioral change. So if you want access to that free training, I don't know how long it's going to stay up for. Check the link in the description, sign up. Hopefully you don't miss it, and I'll see you there. Thanks so much. See you soon. Early doors, when, you know, he was first come to me and he was just angry at everything and everyone in life, it was happening a little bit more. But that side of him's never going to go. That's just him. And so again, super important. I channel it and say, like, now it's allowed to come out, but now you need to tame the beast again, Cobes, because if you can't live life like that, albeit you might want to. Second thing I'd say is playing like that, but without control, will unleash the beast, grow the beast, but it won't empower you to tame the beast. And so I like that style of play, very much so, but that style of play without the control is very dangerous because you're just going to create more of a monster and maybe unleash something in your dog that you didn't know you had. And so there are 2 sides to the coin. It's super important that that out is there. There's a little bit of control. There's a smidge of obedience. But first and foremost, when I say that OUT word, he's like, okay, game's paused right now. And that OUT is the equivalent of a referee getting in between boxes. Hey, you got to get apart from each other, kind of check yourselves a little bit. And then the YES is that we can go back into the game and start playing again. And so OUT for me doesn't mean drop. It means like pause, restart. And that is the core control component if we want to play with dogs like that. If we're just playing willy-nilly tug without any rules over the top, we're just going to build an engine, build an engine, build an engine, and create a dog that's even harder to control than we ever had. I don't expect anyone's dogs, maybe one or two, to have the desire and intensity to play as he does, because he's a Malinois. But truth be told, when he first came, I offered him this game. The longest I could keep him in the game was like 10, 15 seconds. Legitimately could not keep it. He just wanted to peel off and go and sniff and pee on everything because he was letting all that anger out in other aspects of his life. And so I had to kind of start with a little bit of control and say, hey, Kobe, you can't just be angry at everyone and everything, but I am daily or every other day going to give you an opportunity to release that. And one day he turns around and goes, I haven't fucked anyone up in a while. And I say, well, we can do this together. And he goes, oh, yeah, fucking great, brilliant. And so it just allows, again, more clarity, but on very much my terms. So I bring the dog out, I start the game, we play the game. There are rules within the game, but then I finish the game and we're all done. And again, he turns into, I expect him to turn back into Labrador Kobe. You could use Mississippi Mud Pie if you wanted to. Use any word you want. What a lot of people do is, let's say my OUT is Mississippi Mud Pie. They say Mississippi Mud Pie, Mississippi Mud Pie, Mississippi Mud Pie, Mississippi Mud Pie. And with that method, we're going to teach our dog that Mississippi Mud Pie means hold on really tight, because that's when I'm trying to take it off you. Right, out. Lad. Out. Nice. Ah, good boy. Out. But you work up to that. When we're first teaching the out, we take no pressure on. We let the dog keep. Out. Get it. We let the dog take it straight back. Out. Get it. Out. Get it. Then we can start playing, but then killing the toy. Out. Ah. And then we can start adding in some pressure, not probably taking his feet off. Out. Lots of pressure. Out. But we can work up to that point. Out. All done. If you'd like to see how this fits into the bigger picture, check out this video right here where we took Hades, a reactive German Shepherd, and transformed him from this to this in just a few weeks.